Hi, my name is Vanessa van Dijk, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can set up your Exodus wallet. Now this is a multi-cryptocurrency wallet where you can send, receive, hold and exchange crypto. And as of today, this is where they want to keep the focus on. So if you haven't turned your local currency into the cryptocurrency that you want, you need to do this externally. Same would apply if you're going to sell it. So this can either be through a peer-to-peer exchange or centralized exchange. And once you have done this, you then can send your cryptocurrency to your Exodus wallet if the Exodus wallet supports that cryptocurrency. Otherwise, you won't be able to receive it and store it on your Exodus wallet. If you want to see how you can do this, I have a video for you in the top right corner. Now, I assume that you already have downloaded your Exodus wallet and that you have already installed it. But just keep in mind that this is your private and personal wallet. It is not an account where you're going to sign up. So you are in control of your funds because you will get the 12-word phrase, which I'm about to share with you in just a moment, which is like the key for your house. And so it's the same with your wallet. It's a key to enter your wallet so that you can see what's on there that you just have sent to it and what you have done with those cryptocurrencies. And so I just want to briefly emphasize one more important point, and this is if you haven't downloaded the wallet nor installed it yet on the device that you want, I recommend going through their main website, which you can see right here. I'm already on that download page. I'm going to put the exact link in the description box down below so that you can immediately follow through. And then select the device that you want to use for the desktop or for your mobile device, and then you're going to select it, click download and then install it. Now the main reason why I do want to emphasize it is because there used to be a scam, mainly on the App and Google Play Store. So if you just would randomly type in your App Store or Google Play Store Exodus wallet, two wallets would show up, and one of them was a scam and the other one was the real one. So if you have done this already now previously, I recommend still going over their main website and select the App or Google Play Store to make sure that you have downloaded the right wallet so that you're not getting scammed and that your funds will disappear. So please make sure that you're not being fooled when doing so. Always go through the main websites to make sure that you will get the right application. And so again, I want to repeat, I have the link for you in the description box down below. Now I'm going to keep my focus mainly on the desktop version, but the mobile version will look pretty much the same. You can still follow the same steps and have a better understanding of how you can use your Exodus wallet. So I have already downloaded it and installed it. Again, this is just an example wallet. I do not have any funds on it yet because I want to show you the different points in it on how you can work with it. So this is now the page that you will see if you're doing it on your desktop. And first of all, we need to secure your wallet, which you will find under settings right here in the top right corner. For your mobile device, please make sure to look for settings so that you can find this as well. Click on it and then you will see right here on the top it says assets, apps, devices, personalized security, backup. Then click on backup. And now it says that you should create a password. Well, this is just a password that you're going to enter so that if anyone has your phone and they wanted to open your Exodus wallet, that they have to enter a password at first before they can get the funds. So it's like a first security door so that you only can enter it. And just, it says right here on the bottom, you must remember your password. It cannot be recovered. And the main reason why it says this is because you are in control of this wallet. No one else is. So there is not like a help desk where you can say, well, I have forgotten my password, can you please recover it? No, that's not the case. If you do not know it, you cannot enter it like this on your device. So please set your password and then we can continue. So once you have entered your password, you have confirmed it, it will bring you to this site right here where it says write down your 12-word phrase. Your 12-word recovery phrase allows you to recover your wallet in case you ever lose access to it. Write down the words in the correct order from 1 to 12 and store them somewhere safe. Anyone with your recovery phrase can't spend your funds. Do not show it to anyone. So they specifically advise what you need to do with it. As already mentioned, the 12-word phrase is like a key to enter the house. So if someone else has your house's key, they can enter it and do in your house whatever they they want. The same would apply with the wallet. You are in control of it. If someone else gets their hands on the 12-word phrase, they can just easily recover the same wallet with the same funds on their device and can do with the funds whatever they want. So please make sure that you are the only person that has access to it, and make sure that you're going to properly write it down. I recommend offline, and that you then maybe do a copy of it and then store it in 2 different or 3 different places, just to make sure, especially if you have loads of it on it. And so right here you can see that it says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 until you reach a 12. And so you won't see it yet, but you will see it if you're going over it with your mouse. As you can see right here, then it will show up. And then you have to write them down in the same order, and make sure that you're not going to misspell those words, because otherwise it won't work. So this is a really sensitive like 12-word phrase where the order matters and how you're going to spell it. So please check it over and over again, that you're making sure that everything is properly written down. Now I have already done this right here, as you can see, from 1 to 12. Now of course I'm showing it to you, so this is not my personal wallet, but I want to give you an example of how you can do it. So make sure that you really have it in the right order, that you can read your own writing, and that you're not misspelling it. You can, in case, also print the phrase and then store it somewhere safely. Now once you have everything like written down, check it again and then click on next. Now it's going to ask you to check your paper backup. So with the words that you just have like written down, there is one word in it that's going to be right here as well. For me it would be bitter, so click on it so that you can recognize it, that you have written it proper down, and then click on finish. And then there you have it, the backup is completed, and you securely now have stored your 12-word phrase somewhere where no one else can reach it. And so this would be now the first important step that you should do when setting up your Exodus wallet. Now I want to quickly still be on the same page, because we have security right here on the top, personalized devices, apps and assets. Now I'm not going to go over them in detail, but there are just a few points that I want to quickly emphasize. The first one would be personalized. Now with personalized, the one point that I want to emphasize would be the set currency. Now later on you will see in my example, on the top you can see the amount of crypto that you have, and underneath you will see what it's worth in your local currency, or the currency where you want to trade in, or whatever you want to do. And so currently it says it's US dollars. However, if that's not the currency that you're trading in or that you're using, well, just click on it and then customize it so that you have a better understanding of what you're currently holding and what it would be worth it. And then select your currency, and then later on it will show you everything in your local currency. So go ahead and customize this depending on where you live. And then if you're going to scroll down, you can really customize the wallet. I recommend going over it in your own time. You can even change the color of it if that's something that you're interested in. The next part, which is important to emphasize, would be devices. Now, as you already can see, I'm doing this currently on my desktop. However, you can synchronize the same wallet on another mobile device. This can be, for example, your phone, maybe tablet. And so in this case, I'm going to show you how you can do it on the phone. So you can click on synchronize, and then it says unlock your wallet. This is now the password that you would enter. And then it will bring you to this page right here. So you can see that it's giving you the proper step-by-step application, and you want to see the QR code so that you can scan it with your device. In this case, it would be my phone. So what I have already done is I have downloaded the Exodus wallet on my phone as well. And so it says create wallet, or I have already a wallet. Now, if you want to synchronize the same device, like the same wallet, then you need to click on I already have a wallet. So if you're going to click on it, it will tell you this. You can scan it with the QR code, or you can enter your 12-word phrase so that it recognizes the same wallet, so that you will see whatever you're going to do on the desktop, it's going to replicate it on your mobile phone, for example, as well. If you're going to click on scan the QR code, then it's going to show you this if you want to do this from your computer or if you want to do this from the mobile phone. So it can be done in both ways. Either if you have your wallet on your desktop, you can synchronize it to your phone, but you can do it the other way around. And then you're going to click on, in this case, computer, the first one. And then it's going to ask you to scan the QR code, which you can see on my desktop as well. And then you're going to scan it, and then it will take a while until those funds, if you have already something on it, will be synchronized to your mobile device as well. And then there you have it. You have the same wallet on 2 different devices, depending on how you want to use your wallet. But of course, it does not have to happen. Or you can create 2 different Exodus wallets. One for your phone, where you may have less funds on it, if you're going to spend it on your everyday life, and then the other one would be where you have maybe more funds on it on your desktop. So you can really customize it and play around with it, but still, again, don't forget to properly write down your 12-word phrase. So this would be it for devices. Then it will bring you to apps, which I will later on emphasize again, where you can add those apps. But with the applications, they have Exodus shares, they have an FTX exchange, they have rewards, NFTs, finance, and even you can bet when if you're into sports. So you can install them. This is personal preference. I recommend reading through this in your own time, but they have more apps available which you can use in the Exodus wallet. The next one would be assets. So then if you're clicking on assets, you can see it says enable or disable assets, and this is your personal choice. If you're going to go through it, you see they have tons of cryptocurrencies, and you can either enable them so that there is then a little check mark there, or you can disable them so that it's going to disappear, so that you won't see them in your wallet. And this is of course personal choice. I recommend going through it in your own time, depending on the cryptocurrency that you want to hold. And so this would be it, which I want to share with you in on this site right here. However, again, please go over it in your own time so that you can read through it. Now, if you want to go back to the home page of your Exodus wallet, you're going to click on the logo itself, and then it will bring you back to the first page, as I have already mentioned earlier. Now, right here on the top, you have little applications like icons, which look like applications. So you have the first one, which is your portfolio. And this is where you can see all your assets together. It's like a big circle with what it is worth it. And it's going to give you it in different colors, like how much you're going to own of Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe Monero, etc. So you really have an overall overview. And then it looks like this, what you can see on their main homepage when you're going to download it. So this is what the portfolio looks like. The same would apply on your phone. This is actually what you see right away if you're going to install it on your phone. If it says 0, well, then there's no color and it says 0 in the middle. However, if you're owning something, then this will change and adjust depending on what you have in your Exodus wallet. Then the next one would be the wallet itself, where you can send and receive and exchange your crypto. So right here on the top, you can see it says Bitcoin, Ethereum, Theta, Binance Coin, etc., etc., etc. Now, as already mentioned previously with the assets on how you can enable them and disable them, well, this changed the bar right here on what cryptocurrencies you will see. Now, I want to quickly go over the main part right here, and then I'm going to show you some little features as well. So I'm now currently on Bitcoin, and this is now the color of Bitcoin. In the middle, you can see the logo, and then on the top, you can see what you would have in Bitcoin if you own Bitcoin, and then underneath, it would display it in your local currency. And then you have the send and receive button. Now, if you want to receive your first cryptocurrency on your Exodus wallet, you're going to click on receive so that you then will get the address. Now, currently, as we're on Bitcoin, and let's say you have bought Bitcoin, you would copy the Bitcoin address or scan it with the QR code, and then you would enter this to your external exchange so that you then will receive your Bitcoin. So this is what the receive button is all about. So now if you're going to click on the send button, you can send someone else crypto. This can be to an exchange, to a friend, or even if you want to pay for goods and services. Now we are still on Bitcoin, so you would need in this case to enter a Bitcoin address. If you selected a different cryptocurrency such as Ethereum, you need to have an Ethereum address. If you selected Monero, you need to have a Monero address. So you always need to adjust the address depending on the cryptocurrency that you have selected, otherwise it won't go through. And then you can either copy and paste the entire address right here, or you can scan the QR code with your device and it will give you the same address. Then on the top you can enter the amount of crypto that you want to send, or send half or all of it, and then it will show you automatically how much this would be in your local currency. Or you can do it the other way around. You're going to enter the amount that you want to send in your local currency, and it will show you how much Bitcoin this will be. And then there's one more thing that I do want to emphasize, which is the network fee. In this case, it would be the Bitcoin network fee, which can change depending on how busy the blockchain is, as well as the cryptocurrency that you have selected. But you can also adjust the network fee depending on how fast the transaction needs to go through. And so you can find this under Show Advanced, which is right here in the top left corner. If you're going to click on it, you will see this slide right here, which is adjustable. So if you want that the transaction goes through faster, depending on the coin that you have selected, you can increase the fee. Then it's going to be like paying for a premium, so that it's going to go through the confirmations faster, so that the person where you have sent it to will receive it faster. The same would apply if you're going to do the opposite. If you're going to decrease the fee, so it's much lower, but then it will take longer until that person will receive it. Now this can have its pros and cons. So if you know that you're going to send it to a friend and that person does not need it right away, well then you can create a lower fee so that you're going to save some money. If you know, well, it's kind of urgent, well then you're going to increase the fee. And so there you really can play around with it depending on how fast the transaction needs to go through. And then you have the personal note right here, which you can add as well, but it says it's optional. And if you're going to not really click, but just go over this little sign right here, it says enter a note to easily distinguish a transaction in your wallet's history. So it just helps you to have a clearer overview of the transactions that you're doing. And so this would be it for the advanced part. If you want to make sure that this is going to disappear again, just click on Hide Advanced. So once you have selected it all, you have set it all up, you're going to click on Send, and then it's going to ask you to confirm everything again, and then you're going to confirm it, send it, and then the transaction goes through. Now there's one more point that I do want to show you right here on this part right here, which would be, we're still on Bitcoin, you have the price chart right here. So if you're going to click on it, you can see the price chart right here. If you're more into trading, then this can give you a great overview. If you're going to click on it back again, it's going to hide it. Then you have the activity. This is where all the transaction will pop up. You have the About section. You have even videos and blogs about the specific currency that you're going to select. Then on the top right here, you can see we currently have loads of different currencies right here. So if you're going to click on Ethereum, the setup remains the same, but the color is going to change. The same would apply if you're going to click on the next coins. Now this is going to help you to remember the color with the crypto that you're going to send much faster. And if you later on are holding more crypto and you're going to see your portfolio, well, you see those colors in it as well, so that you can see how much you're holding of each crypto. So it's going to simplify the entire overview. Now there's more to it on this top row right here. If you're going to click on the search bar, you can search for specific cryptocurrencies. So let's say you want to get Monero. Well, then click on Monero, and then there you have it. And then if you're going to click on it, it's going to immediately jump to it, and then you have the same process. So you can also now go ahead and prioritize certain cryptocurrencies depending on what you want to work with. So let's say Monero is one of your favorites. You are currently holding some Monero in your Exodus wallet, or you want to receive them, or you want to keep an eye on it. Well, then you can click on the little star right here, and it's going to add it to the favorites. The same would apply with another coin. I'm going to create now a few favorites so that I can show you what it's going to do. Now I just have right here clicked on a few, And those are now all my favorites. So if you now want to have a better overview of what you're currently holding, that you're only seeing those coins, if you just want to see your favorites, you can adjust it so that you do not have this confusion right here on the top. And this is by clicking on those lines right here in the corner. So there you have default, balance, market cap, etc., etc. So this is one way on how you can create a better overview of it, or you can go with balance. In this case, then only the coins where you have something on it will show up. Of course, in this case, there aren't any because I have nothing on it. But you can also select favorites, which can be the coins that you want to add, or if you are currently holding them. So if you have a balance in those coins, plus you have entered them as your favorites, well, then you just will see those. So you can really prioritize it depending on the coins that you have selected. Now, there's one more thing that I do want to emphasize. Depending on the transaction that you're going to do, or you want to see if something has changed, if you have already received the transaction, the way on how you can rescan the blockchain, which is kind of like updating the blockchain so that you can see your funds if they have already been received, is by clicking on the logo itself. So there you can see those arrows. If you're going to click on it, it's going to ask you to refresh the blockchain, and then you're going to click on rescan. Depending on the blockchain that you have chosen, it can take more or less long. So go ahead and then click on rescan, so that you then will see if something already went through or not. So this is another point that I do want to emphasize. There's also another part where you can see right here on the top where it says add more. So depending on the cryptocurrencies that you want to select, if you're going to click on add more, it will bring you to the enable and disable assets, where you then can click on the arrow or just remove the arrow so that you have a better overview. So this would be it for the main part in your wallet. So and there's now one more thing that I do want to quickly emphasize, which is the exchange that's built in your wallet. And this exchange is a swap. So it's going to swap one cryptocurrency into another one. And depending on the cryptocurrency that you have selected and the amount that you want to swap, it can work. And the fee in itself isn't too bad. However, depending on the cryptocurrency that you have selected and depending on the amount that you're going to swap, it can be quite high at the same time, where you say, well, you do not want to use the exchange within the wallet. So I just want to give you an example now with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So let's go with 0.004. About that much, then you can see how much I'm getting out there of Ethereum. So it says right here on the bottom, you will receive $144 in Ethereum. Now you can see I actually entered with the amount of Bitcoin 156, but I'm getting out 144. So for some people, they may say, well, okay, well, I'm going to pay for it. I just want to do the swap. Well, then you can go ahead and do the swap. However, for others, this may be quite high, and therefore the best option to do so may be to use an external exchange where you can do it, where you can do the swap. So if you want to work with smaller funds, I have a video for you in the top right corner on how you can do a swap. If you have larger funds and you want to use an external swap, well, then I recommend going with an exchange such as Binance or KuCoin, where you're getting a better rate of it so that you're not going to lose too much of it while doing it. And so then there you have it. You can even click on minimum, half, or maximum depending on if you want to use it. And underneath you can see the Bitcoin network fee, which of course changes depending on the crypto that you have selected. So if you now go with Bitcoin Cash and you want to turn it into Ethereum, it's going to show you the Bitcoin Cash network fee. And so there you will see how you can do the swap if you want to use it. Otherwise, I recommend using it externally, not in the wallet itself. And then next to the exchange, you have the Exodus shares, which isn't really interesting now for this video. If you want to go through it in your own time, read through it. And then if you're going to click on the plus, it will go over the installed apps, which I earlier covered already in this video. If you want to install it, you can click on install. With some of them, you need to create an account because it kind of is in the wallet itself, but it connects to a different exchange or to a different party where they ask you to create an account. So in this specific case, you would need to create an external account, but it has nothing to do with the Exodus wallet itself. But again, if you want to add those apps to your wallet, they may also come more to the wallet itself, then you can go ahead and read through it in your own time. And this is what I wanted to show you on how you can set up your Exodus wallet, breaking it all down with what's important to to emphasize when getting started with it. I do hope that you enjoyed this video, that you find it helpful. If you did so, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up as well as share it. And if you now want to know more about crypto and how you can work with it, well, I have several videos on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to link some of them at the end of this video so that you can keep on watching. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye!